Welcome back, everybody. Bilbo is back for a video. We are well into fall, and I got nothing fancy to call this other than comfort food for the NES. The NES is one of my favorite systems, as you guys know, and some days after a long, hard day at work, I just want to get home, go down to the game room, and just like, some comfort food like mashed potatoes and gravy or fried chicken or whatever. Just want to play a comfort food type NES game. So I'm going to give a list. I'm going to give a top 5 of NES comfort food games. This is my opinion. So many great games on the NES. Obviously, a lot of filler games because there's like 700 games in the library. But today we're going to focus on simple games I grew up with, games that I've had since I was a child. And frankly, games I'll always have in my collection and always want to play. So without further ado, let's hit a top 5. I'm going to start with a honorable mention. Honorable mention is a Nintendo published game and developed Nintendo World Cup. This is a surprise little cheaper game that is awesome. Super fun, easy controls, easy to pick up and play. It comes on a combo cartridge a lot of times too, with Super Spike Volleyball. It's highly recommended. I've had this. I still have my childhood copy. I've had this for a long time. One of the first games that I got, complete in box, brand new as a gift. And I still love it to this day. It's got some great music. And someday I'm going to post a YouTube short on a probably well-known at this point, because how many secrets are not well-known at this point, but it's a little bit of a hack or a cheat, if you will, that you can just spam goals all day. Check out that if you're looking for a cheap sports title. Here we go. Number 5 on the list is just an absolute masterclass on side-scrolling, and of course that is the classic Castlevania. What else can I say about Castlevania other than it's a bona fide classic and really hard to master, but man, great game and so fun if you can progress in it, and you just want to keep trying until you progress and do better. And it can be beat. It's a tough game to beat straight up, but with some practice, you can do it. Number 4 is also developed by Konami. Of course, Konami, Capcom, they're both the favorites, but it's for good reason. They have great games. But this one I discovered not that long ago, maybe 5 years ago, something like that. So I didn't grow up with it, but it's a cheap game that is so great. Wonderful co-op experience, and that is Jackal. Jackal is so much fun, blowing up everything, all your enemies with the tanks. Good co-op action. I highly recommend it. Go check that one out. It's like $12. And speaking of cheap games, we're going to segue into another cheap one. This one's developed by Rare, and it's a very simple game. And I actually featured a video recently where I did a response video to the Game Shark. He still outclassed me. All racing games, he's just a legend. So go check out his channel. But I gave him a little bit of a run in the challenge. But of course, that is RC Pro Am, which is like $7. So no excuse not to have this in your library. Fantastic game. Controls so well. Just screeching around those corners with the iconic screechy tire noise on that game. Best racing game on the NES, hands down. The competition's not even close. This game is fantastic and it's so much fun. Still fun to this day. I grew up playing this, been playing it since I was 5 years old. Absolute must-have in your NES collection. All right. continuing on the Konami train. Here we go. This game I grew up with. I've had it in my collection as long as I can remember. This boxed copy is more of a recent pickup. I only had it loose back in the day. The Konami code is where this is my exposure to the Konami code. And of course, it works for other games like Gradius and, Life Force, some Turtles games, things like that. But I knew it as the Contra code. But yeah, that spoils right there. Contra. What else can I say? The original. Tight gameplay. Fantastic. If you got to use the 30-man code, go ahead. I can beat it straight up. Might take me a couple tries, but iconic game. Belongs in everyone's collection. 1988. Just classic side-scrolling shooter, foot shmup, right? Gameplay. Of course, get the spread gun. Keep it as long as you can. But man, what a game. Just absolute classic. I am lately been on Team Super C, but they're both fantastic. Must own in your collection. All right. Well, just rambling through these, just one after the other. Okay, last one. Last one is the ultimate comfort food game for me. It's a game I'll never sell. It's a game I remember picking out brand new at Walmart with my dad when I was probably, 5, maybe 6, when it was brand new. Still have the box, still got the original complete in-box copy. It's in great shape. And of course, that is Super Mario Bros. 3. I'm going to go ahead and say that this is my favorite game on the NES of all time. Hours and hours and hours of gameplay. It's a perfect game. The only minor flaw it has is it doesn't have a save system. You gotta beat it in one sitting if you're gonna go through the whole thing. Not that big of a deal. The NES is an absolute tank. I mean, it still works 40 years later. So what harm does it do to leave it sit on for a few days? That's what I did back in the day anyway. I'd be stuck on World 4 for a while or something, and I would just turn the tube TV off and leave my console on for days on end, and that's how you go beat it in one sitting. But anyways, guys, you can use the flutes and cheat if you want, or go level by level. There is so many levels to check out and explore. Absolute masterclass on platforming, and an absolute perfect game to this day, all these years later. My favorite comfort food on the NES. Hope you guys enjoyed that little top 5. I've just been doing some top 5s and 10s for videos lately. I haven't had a lot of time to record, but hope everyone's doing well. Thanks for tuning in, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Guys, I forgot outtakes. I'm just gonna do a bonus game to throw in there. It's Halloween today. No idea if I'm gonna post this on Halloween because I have to edit and stuff. But Fester's Quest obviously is the best Halloween game. Why not? Try it. Fun stuff, jank, but fun.